And welcome back to another episode of the Flixters, folks. This is episode 176. This is the 6th of February, 2022, our first episode of February.
Mm.
And
Yep.
yeah, so Deval, it's been a bit of a strange one. We haven't had, it feels like as if there's been a bit of a lull because we haven't had any major movies. And the big movie that we were supposed to be watching was Morbius, right? And that hasn't
Yeah.
happened.
No, April now for that one.
April for that one. But listen, here we go. Less than 4 weeks' time, we've got The Batman. That's going to be
Yes.
a big one.
Decent.
It's going to be a decent movie, that one, I reckon. So, folks, keep it locked with the Flixters. We are going to be bringing you all those film reviews, all the big movies. Don't you worry. This week's episode, we've got a review of Moonfall, which Deval went out and watched. And
Yep.
we've also got Jackass Forever. So stick around for that. And also, if there's time, we're going to throw in a hidden gem for you. Now, Deval, let's do, what should we do? Shout outs or prize? Which we're going to go with first?
Shout outs, then prize. So first
Do
shout
it.
out this week goes to our very own Zakharov. So
Woo.
yeah, we've spoken about Zakharov a few times. One of our most I think one of our best supporters, I'll say, of the show.
Mm.
You know, always listening to the show while he's cooking, giving us hidden gems and movies to talk about and watch. He just saw Spider-Man recently.
Wow.
Spider-Man No Way Home. I actually got to find out if he liked it or not. I'm pretty sure he liked it, but
Yeah,
I'll let you guys know. And we should be getting Zakharov on the show
that'd
at
be
some
brilliant.
point quite soon, hopefully. If you're listening, Zakharov, yeah. So get ready.
Get on it,
Uh,
mate.
Next shout out goes out to DOA_1. So new follower actually to the Flixters. So yeah,
Ooh.
you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So yeah, just go and give us a shout out and follow us and let us know what kind of movies you want us to talk about. So we're about a community here, so do let us know. Last shout out goes out to Ciel Noir 3. So Ciel Noir, we spoke actually for the first time. And you know what's really good to speak with you. Like I mentioned before, we've always been watching your channel on
Yep.
Instagram. So Ciel Noir 3 on Instagram. Her channel is about motivation, about staying fit,
Love it.
healthy, active, and that's literally what she teaches, and that's what she really tries to spread with many people as possible. So she's always checking out our page as well. You know, giving us a shout out on the stories and stuff. We really
That's wicked,
appreciate it. Yeah, you know, really positive person, which is what we like, isn't it?
which is what we need.
Exactly, which is what
Trust
we
me,
need.
seriously. Exactly.
So we
So
appreciate you, Ciel Noir 3. So yeah,
appreciate it.
keep it locked. And then now for our giveaway. So, like we said, every week Disney Plus, we've got a giveaway. It's for 3 months, and the time is ticking. The later you do it, the later you're going to get. This lasts until 30th of April. All you got to do is write a review. Let us know where that review is. We'll check it out, and then we'll
Yeah.
send you across those login details for Disney Plus, where you can watch Moon Knight, all the Marvel movies, you know, Boba Fett, all of it. So there you go.
Go out and do it. Seriously, it's a great prize, and we hope someone's out there and who wins it because we want someone to win it. All right, okay, let's check out movie news now. Deval, the alien news has been pretty quiet. All right, I got to admit because
Mm.
there was kind of like rumors out there, all pretty far ahead actually in production. There was going to be a new Alien 5 movie, and it was going to be directed by what was his name
Blomkamp.
again?
What's his name?
That's it. Yeah, the South
Blomkamp.
African guy.
Yeah.
Blomkamp. And there was kind of like artwork and Sigourney Weaver was going to be involved. And then all of a sudden they were like, forget about it. That's not going to happen. So did that happen because of this next piece of news?
Nah, I think differences of opinion and what do they call it, creative differences and all kinds of issues. Alien is it's a really unique IP. We love aliens. We love the chest bursters, and
Yeah.
just like you set up perfectly, Alien from 1979, sci-fi horror, done really really
Classic.
well. Aliens, but yeah. So what we're going to get in the future, what we're going to get soon at some point, is Alien, a TV show actually,
Wow.
and this is coming on Hulu. We haven't got an actual date as to when it's going to happen. We don't know what the tone is going to be like, whether it's going to be more of an action or horror. But just imagine an Alien series, coming out to Hulu, which I believe, well, Alien is Fox, isn't it? So
So
Hulu,
what?
Disney
That's Disney.
Plus. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to show it, but Yeah, I'm interested in it. I want to see it, and
Yeah.
I would love for someone like Blomkamp, the creator of Chappie, District 9, for him to be
Brilliant.
involved in this. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I do want it to stay dark and gritty. You know.
Yeah, if they can keep it a blend of that kind of sci-fi horror and have
Mm,
those moments, I got to say
yeah.
one thing, man. James Cameron, Aliens,
Oh,
the second part, man. Oh, that
yeah.
is seriously, man.
One of
It's
my
a
favorites.
great, one of
One of
my
my
favorite
favorites.
movies. So if
Vasquez.
they
Let's
can,
rock. Even
brilliant.
the noise that the guns make.
Oh,
Come on now,
man,
with a
crazy.
digital counter for your bullets.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, that and that, the
ambitious.
little
Oh,
beep, beep,
yeah. Oh
beep,
shit, the
beep,
radar.
beep. The
Oh
radar.
my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh, man. Seriously, if they can kind of blend
Yeah.
that, the
Mm.
horror and the sci-fi and the action bit, oh man, they're going to be onto a winner. So that's great news. If whatever we hear on that one, we'll definitely let you know about it. Now, listen, let's speak about some Marvel characters. So Sony, they've got the rights to so many Marvel characters, which is still crazy, right? Maybe people are wondering, what? How come Sony, Marvel? Yeah,
Mm.
back in the day, Marvel, they needed the money, so they sold off some of their characters in a lot. One of those characters is someone called Madame Web. And
Mm.
Deval, what is the rumor here, man? Which actress is rumored to be playing this character?
Madam Web. For people that remember the 1990s Spider-Man animation,
Yeah,
for me, one of my favorite Spider-Man iterations. You know, you got Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and I think this animation one is really
really
good.
good.
Obviously, Into the Spider Verse as well, but this one here was really good, action packed, great voice actors as well. And then Madam Web was a character within this animation, obviously from the comics as well. But
Yeah.
in the animation, we really saw her come to life, and she's a bit of an interdimensional type of. Do you remember Dungeon Master from Dungeons and
Yes.
Dragons? He's like a
So,
guide. He speaks in riddles and says,
yeah.
Spider Man, you have to go and find the deepest chasms of the universe. See, go within your soul and all will be revealed. That sort of thing. She
Yeah.
gives you a
Because she's kind
riddle,
of
you
like a
got to fill it
clairvoyant,
out.
right? Type.
Who? Madam
She's
Web.
kind of like
Yeah.
a she's like a clairvoyant type, right?
Yeah, she kind of looks like it as well, but she's got these
Yeah.
mystical powers and she kind
Mystic
of,
Meg.
she's just more than what you think. But she's an interesting character. And they say, long story short, I know, sorry, that Dakota Fanning will
Mm.
be Madam Web in the Sonyverse. And not just that, but they also say, of all people, the sort of villain in the Madam Web movie will be Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
yeah, Ellen, so this is interesting stuff. I don't know how they're going to do it, when they're going to do it, but they got to do it right because Madam Web, she's decent.
But I mean, with all the backlash that kind of Ellen DeGeneres has had, I mean, I don't know, but yeah, it all depends. It all depends,
Mm,
right? But this is I was doing a bit of reading up on the whole thing, and like she kind of debuted in the 70s, I think, in the comics, and then she's had like iterations, and she's
yeah,
old, and then I think the newer version she's kind of like young because the Green
yeah,
Goblin got hold
yeah.
of her and managed to do some stuff to her, so she's kind of like a younger version. So yeah, so maybe Ellen DeGeneres could be the old version, and
Mm.
Dakota Fanning the younger version. Who knows? Maybe there's some sort of kind of time trippy stuff in there, but we'll keep you posted. Let's kind of park that for a moment. Now let's speak about games.
Mm.
Deval, it's funny you should mention Call of Duty on the news over here because Call of Duty is a game that is made by a company called is it Activision? No,
Activision, yeah, and
it is
Infinity Ward are
Activision.
also part of the developing team as well. I think.
They were
And
just bought by
mm.
Microsoft.
Oh wow.
So in a deal which was like billions of billions. So what a lot of people were saying was, okay, so now Microsoft has got Call of Duty, right? Is that just going to be an exclusive for Microsoft? We'll have to wait and
Mm.
see. But what's the news? How do we relate Call of Duty to our film news, Deval?
Well, as you ask, I'm glad you asked actually because they say one of the biggest actors in the world, one of the most electrifying people in all entertainment, The Rock. They say that he could possibly be in a movie called
Wow,
Call of Duty.
that'd be
There were some
great.
rumors a little while ago saying that he was involved in a video game type movie,
Yeah,
and now they're saying it's that. And do you remember in 2000 and I want to say
Doom.
2000 and yeah 2005 or something, he made Doom, which is
Yes.
another first person perspective shooter video
Yep.
game.
He loves them
So,
games, man.
yeah, he does love a game or two. So this could be the modern version of that, modern warfare basically. So let's see what happens with this. Call of Duty is a massively popular game on
Yeah.
Xbox and PlayStation. So if he's attached to that, then yeah, it's looking like a good match.
Yeah, because imagine all the fans of that game, they'll be like
Mm,
thinking, oh shit, they're going to be making a movie out of this game that I
yeah,
love.
yeah,
Let me go to the cinema and watch it. So it's like, you know what? Yeah, it makes sense. All right, listen, here's some big news, right? So for fans of The Incredible Hulk, check this out. Apparently, now it's a rumor, but I think it's kind of like an interesting rumor, something that could possibly work out, right? So it's becoming clear that Marvel have big plans for
mm,
the Incredible Hulk. You know, Bruce Banner, Mark Ruffalo, and what I think is based on the reading that I've done on this, and based on this kind of rumor, they need a great little segue into a standalone movie or standalone movies for the Incredible Hulk. Now, we are going to be getting She-Hulk, ladies and gentlemen. So,
yeah.
in case you didn't know this, on Disney Plus, we're going to be getting She-Hulk, and that is going to be coming out this year. All right, there's a teaser trailer already out there. Bruce Banner is in that, and what the rumor is that um, that then leads onto a storyline based on the World War Hulk comic book
Right.
storyline and the animation, which is great, by the way. So what they're saying is that there could be two movies. Hulk, that comic book, basically in that comic book, Hulk, he goes off to another planet, and he's looking for his son. He
Mm,
he goes berserk, he goes mad, he's uncontrollable. And what they're saying is the movies then will bring in Captain Marvel,
mm,
Captain America,
mm.
and this is going to be Anthony Mackie, by the way,
Yeah.
Doctor Strange,
Okay.
War Machine,
Oh.
Yelena Belova,
Oh.
and Gemma Chan, so
Oh.
Cersei and Black Knight.
Oh.
Basically, they need to bring in all these guys to see if they can try and rein in
Oh my gosh.
Hulk.
No
And
Thor.
this
I
takes
thought Thor would have been involved. Maybe he'd be
oh,
he'd be a surprise guest. He's got to be
possibly,
involved in
possibly.
this. Yeah.
So listen, and then listen, look, I'm telling you, when you look at the images of this, Planet Hulk, this World War Hulk storyline,
Mm,
he is crazy mad.
yeah. He
He,
goes
he's
mad.
just like uncontrollable, basically.
Yeah.
And
Damn. That's
basically, yeah.
crazy.
So I mean, it'd be amazing, man. Seriously, if they can kind of, and don't you reckon that it's about time that he gets one before
Oh
Mark
yeah.
Ruffalo decides, okay, you know what, I'm old now. I don't
Yeah.
want to do this
Yeah.
character anymore.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to move on to other stuff. Give
Yeah.
him a standalone movie, man.
Yeah. He deserves one. Hulk needs one, man. Come on, man.
Make it happen, Marvel. All right, listen, let's quickly switch over to DC now. Check this out. The Batman, as I've already mentioned, is going to be coming out in less than 4 weeks' time. Going to be a long, long, long run time. But check this out. The director, Matt Reeves, he posted on his Instagram a full scene. Now, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm okay with this. So he's released, and DC basically have released this, a full scene from the Batman, and this, you might have seen this from the trailer, where there's a funeral going on. I actually haven't seen this,
Mm,
Deval, but if you go online, if you go to YouTube, the clip is about 2 minutes 51 seconds,
okay.
and it's basically this funeral scene that happens, and DC decided just to put it out there.
They're trying to tease people, aren't they? With
Yes,
something a bit juicy that we haven't seen before. But sometimes for me, too much, it's just too
is
much. So I
I
tend
don't want to
to
see it.
avoid the latter trailers. I haven't seen the latest trailer, but I'm looking forward to the film. That's all I can say.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen the trailer. I haven't seen this clip, and also they released. Apparently, they released some new posters for the Batman, and some clever people. I don't know why they did this, but some people took those UV lights to the poster, and there's a hidden message
Riddler.
embedded within the
Is it?
posters. Yes,
Ah, the Riddler.
that
Oh
is
shit.
crazy. It's crazy shit, man. All right, okay. Finally, on our movie news this week, fans of the Star Wars universe, don't worry, we got you covered. Marvel have got you covered. Disney have got you covered, I should say. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Deval. This is going to be happening, and apparently, a Disney exec, put a tweet out and then immediately deleted this. but
Mm,
apparently May 2022
mm.
is when we could be seeing Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, in May, yeah, that's quite soon
May
actually.
20. And you know what? It makes sense though, Deval. May the
May
4th.
the 4th, yeah, be with you.
It makes sense. If they
Ah.
can pull it off, that is going to get people like wetting their pants, man.
Yeah.
Seriously. I want to see this because listen, so we're going to be getting Obi-Wan Kenobi. We're going to be getting Darth Vader. Who knows who else they're going to pull out
Mm.
of this one, man?
Damn, interesting times, Yeah, and May's a good time for Star Wars releases.
Yeah.
It's a good time to do it. The momentum's there, So I don't know. I hope this Obi-Wan's good, because I hope
Mm.
it's just not one of those situations where they've got loved actors and loved characters and put them into something and hope it works out. But I hope it works out. For so far, for me, the Mandalorian's just been the best, and that's been a
It's been the
character that
best.
we knew the least about and didn't know much about from the movie
Yeah.
perspective. Anyway, I know in the Clone Wars animation,
They're
we
big.
got to
Yeah,
know a
he's
lot
big.
about the Mandalorians and
Yeah.
their lifestyle and their ethos and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's see what happens with Obi-Wan.
Exactly. And this is a nice little kind of segue into kind of our new on streaming part because
Mm.
Book of Boba Fett now, now that's finished, right?
One more episode left.
Oh, it's
One
got
more
one more
episode.
episode left.
Yeah.
So
You've not seen any, have you?
I haven't seen any. I think I'm
Okay.
gonna basically like wait until it's
Okay.
all over. But I've heard. I mean, you mentioned this, and a couple of other people have mentioned this. That there is one episode which
There's
has.
two now. There's
I,
two
I,
now. There's
oh
two
shit!
now.
Is it
Yes.
okay? So
The
two
episode that happened
episodes.
this week is
Yeah,
better than the one that happened last week. From
and this.
episode
And
from
you said
episode
that one was
5.
great.
Nope, this one was greater. Greater.
Okay.
Episode 5, the show wakes up on the next level. Episode 6,
Oh,
shit. Honestly, I'm
yes.
gonna
All
spoil it
right.
for you. But all I can say is you will not be disappointed.
Okay.
All I
All
can
right.
say. Move
That
on.
is it.
That's it. Next.
I'm in there now.
Next.
I'm in the next.
Yep.
All right, listen, look, I didn't put this on the kind of list over there, but listen, just to remind everyone, Jack Reacher, that's already out.
Mm.
That's on Amazon Prime. And I haven't had a chance, man. I just haven't had a chance. I did catch up. I'm all caught up with Peacemaker. And I'm telling you, it is probably one of the best like
It's
shows that
good.
I've kind of been
It's
seeing,
good.
man. Seriously, it's so funny. It's really, really good. I think we've only got maybe 1 or 2 episodes of that, right? Left? Is that right?
Left. I think so. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. About 2
Yeah.
maybe.
So, so listen. So you go check out Peacemaker, go check out Boba Fett, and go check out Jack Reacher. And if you do see those, then do let us know. We know that Emmanuel, he's been watching Peacemaker,
Mm.
and he's been kind of like messaging us and telling us, letting us know, about Peacemaker and everything like that. So if you do watch those and you think they're great, let us know on Instagram, and we can speak about it. But let's do trailers right now. So Deval, we spoke about games before. You spoke about Call of Duty. You spoke about Doom. Here's
Mm-hmm.
another massive franchise game from Microsoft this time. This is Halo. But this is nothing to do with the well, yeah, it kind of do with the game, but this is the actual TV show, man. Tell us about this.
Yeah. Yeah. So the TV show series will launch on what date is it actually? It's actually launching quite soon. I believe it's April. No, not April. Yeah, I think it's April. I think it's no March. Sorry, it's March. Yeah, so next month it's launching, and this is really going to be literally like the game. You've got the sort of the fighters that are fighting against an alien race.
Yeah,
It's always against an alien race, isn't it? Trying to take
of
over.
course.
But this one stars. I was going to say Liev Schreiber, but it's not. It's the half brother of Liev Schreiber, and this is Pablo
Oh,
Schreiber. Yeah, so he's the main star. He's going to be Master Chief, and he's got some. He's like a super soldier. He's got enhanced powers, and he's
an
leading
exosuit and everything.
yeah, exactly, exosuit, the famous sort of helmet they've got as well, and he's leading a team to basically fight against this alien race that the humans are having a war with
Yeah,
in the universe out there in the galaxy. So yeah, it seems like an interesting one. I don't really know much about the Halo story anyway because I've never played the game, never played
yeah,
an Xbox, but it
yeah.
looks interesting. So I'm going to watch it when it comes out for sure.
Yeah, I'll watch it because I
Definitely.
remember I remember buying the original Xbox and I played that
Oh,
game
okay.
like to shits.
Okay.
And yeah, so hopefully they've got someone good for Cortana as well. Cortana is kind of like the voice in the kind of
Mm,
like what are they called?
machine.
Yeah, do you remember the what was you know that Jarvis, kind of like the female version of Jarvis?
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay. I know. Yeah. I know you're talking
yeah,
about.
so that kind of like an AI that can like guide him and help him. So maybe they've got someone doing that as well. So yeah,
No,
so
you know
we'll
who they've
definitely
got
check
doing
that.
that? The person they've got doing that is actually the person from the game. I've just checked that out. The same
Is
voice.
it?
Yeah, it's the
Wow,
same
check
voice
that
from the game.
out.
So consistency there.
That is, man. That is gonna
Mm,
fans are gonna love that. I mean, I
yeah.
haven't played the Halo game in like it's been such a long time, but I mean, I'll
Mm,
definitely watch the show and we
yeah.
can report on that one. But listen, Deval, I want you and I want everyone to go out and check out this trailer. This is what it's actually. Yeah, it's a combination of trailers,
Mm,
and I think Netflix they've done something really really clever over here with this one. So this is the Netflix 2022 movie preview, and listen.
yeah.
Let me just mention the name of the films first. So we've got The Grey Man, Knives Out 2, The Adam Project, Day Shift,
Mm,
Slumberland, They Cloned Tyrone, Carter, Enola Holmes 2. These are just some of the movies that are going to be coming out in 2022. Now, here's the cast of some of these movies: Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds. They wrote in Jamie Foxx again, Jennifer Lopez, um, Chris
Millie, Millie,
Hemsworth,
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown, John Boyega, Jason
Mm,
Momoa. I mean, seriously, they've got who's who of Hollywood coming up throughout 2022. And you know what they've done? How they've done this trailer, Deval.
it's really good. I
So,
know I saw it. I was like, how did they plan
how
this?
do
When
they
did they know
do
they were going to
it?
do it? It was good. They've literally
Come on, man.
during the filming of these films and shows, they've got the actors to actually
Look to the
do like
camera.
a yes, look to the camera and basically sell or just promote what's coming up in Netflix this year. So it means that they've planned this from a while ago because they got each actor to do it on set, in situation, just
Yeah.
break away from character and talk about Netflix, which is
Yeah.
it's great. Yeah.
I think it's great. The one that I really looking forward to is The Grey Man. I really want to
Mm,
see this. This has got Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans, and they
mm,
play kind of like hitmen, and they're
mm.
basically been out to kill each other. There's a sci-fi movie called The Adam Project, which looks really good. That's Ryan Gosling, Mark Ruffalo,
Ryan
and
Reynolds.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
think with that one, where Ryan Reynolds he travels back in time to meet his
Mm,
12-year-old self, and they've got to
yeah.
basically
Yeah.
save the kind of
Yeah.
day. Day Shift looks great with Jamie Foxx as well. So if you want to see what is coming up in 2022, go check out the trailer. And the way they've done it, man, is really, really
Yeah.
cool.
It's really
I thought
good.
it was good, man.
It is
Deserves
good.
kind of like kudos for that one. The other trailer is just a teaser. This is coming out on Paramount Plus, Deval. So I'm not sure if that is Paramount Plus, if they've got it in the UK at the moment.
Not yet. No.
It's going to happen. But check this out. This trailer is called The Offer, and this is a limited series. So maybe I don't know, say like 4 or 5 parts or whatever. And it's about the making of the Godfather movie. And I'm telling you, it looks decent.
Mm.
It's got kind of like the tension, the drama, and like that whole kind of 70s vibe going on with it. So you've got actors playing real life people. For example, who is the director? Francis Ford Coppola. That's it. Yeah. So Francis Ford
Okay.
Coppola. You've got kind of like the producers there, and like it's going to be great. It looks decent. I think I might watch that one actually.
Yeah.
I think I might give that one a go.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know what, it just kind of looks interesting, and it's kind of like the drama behind the making of like one of
Mm.
the one of the according to kind of obviously critics, one of the greatest gangster movies of all time. So go check that one out. That's called The Offer, and that's your lot.
Yeah. Cool. Nice one. Nice one. Okay, so we've got anniversary corner now.
Yeah, let's do
Uh,
this.
yeah. So this one kind of fell into place because we're going to talk about Jackass Forever a little later. Well, next actually. But the movie that we're going to talk about today is just really quickly 20 years 2002. Remember what you were doing in that year.
Oh
But in that year, Jackass the movie came out. So that was like obviously Jackass the TV show was coming out. It was out on MTV
yeah,
for years, and they were doing their thing. And then they had a movie. So it was one of the first sort of big shifts into the movie kingdom or the movie world for them, which they did quite well at. The show is, I guess, for MTV audiences and quite, a selective group of people. The movies really branched them out, and again, the movie just, I mean, Jackass. We all know what it's about. We know what to expect, and
Seriously.
they give us what we want, and we just, you can laugh about it, you can cringe. It's all of that, and yeah, 2002, 20 years, so they're still going on, which is why now with Jackass Forever, which
Ever.
is the first movie we'll talk about, 2022, 20 years later. Since then, they've had Jackass,
Crazy.
I think Jackass 2, Jackass 2.5, and Jackass 3, or something like
Yeah, I
that.
remember that. Yep.
I don't know, but 2022, Jackass Forever. I mean, when I first heard about it, I think we spoke about this a few weeks ago and saw the
Yeah.
trailer, and I thought, oh, but they filmed this during the pandemic or just after the first sort of, lockdown that we
Right,
experienced.
right.
And all I can say, yeah, this film, first of all, this film was very enjoyable from
Yeah.
the start of the movie until the end of the movie. You get non-stop crazy pranks and
Is it?
stunts, and their team has diversified quite a lot. Actually, they've got a couple of brothers in the team now, and they've got a lady in the team. Obviously, we know what had the sad story that happened with Bam Margera.
Well,
But
what
remember,
happened to him?
Bam, he died, didn't it? Yeah,
Oh
he was on the
shit.
original team. Because even after
Yeah.
this film, they said, rest in peace, Bam Margera forever. I think that's how I pronounce
Wow.
his name, Bam Margera. Uh, but yeah, he's the one that used to go and piss off his parents, and he like go into
Oh
the parents' room when they were
yes.
sleeping
Yeah.
and like play
And he
like
put the loud music.
exactly, yeah, that was him. So
Yes.
he passed away a few years ago,
Damn.
but yeah, the main team are all still there: Johnny Knoxville, Chris Pontius, Steve-O. Remember Steve-O, the kind of
Yeah, with his
sort of
teeth.
skinhead kind of guy with a tooth
Yeah.
missing, whatever.
Yeah.
Ryan Dunn, you got Wee Man, you got Preston Lacey, Dave England. Like I said, you got a few new members of the team as well. Got a couple of brothers on the team. You
Nice.
got a lady on the team as well. But I mean, I've never seen a movie where people had their dicks out so much. They had their dicks out for every other stunt. They were from the get go. The credits, they had this like Godzilla type creature, like on
Yeah.
a. You see when like in back in the day, obviously they filmed this stuff on like what do they call it, miniatures,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
miniature sets and stuff.
Yeah.
So they pretended Godzilla was one of their dicks. So they painted their dick green and put like a lizard's face on the dick and
Oh my gosh.
put some hands on the dick. So the hands are going up and down, stomping through the city. And it's one of the guy's dicks. You see when
Oh
they
my
zoom out, it's
gosh.
just mad.
Hilarious.
Just the stunts that they were doing. They got horse, was it horse? No, pig semen.
Oh,
Pig semen.
what?
One of the guys was doing an interview. They threw pig semen on top of him. Even
Oh
before
my.
that happened, one of the guys they said, "Okay, so this is the stunt." They were talking about the stunt they were going to do with the pig semen, and one
Yeah.
of the guys just took it and drank it and said, "Oh, this is better than the horse semen I had." It's like
Oh
it's
gosh. Cringe.
disgusting. It's
The one in the trailer. I want to ask you about the one in the trailer. There's one where a guy he's sitting on a chair,
yeah,
and he's got honey,
mm.
and then they let the bear in or something.
Yes, yeah. So he's
Oh.
strapped to the chair, and the bear
Yeah.
comes. I mean, that one, even the bear wrangler. There was a moment when the bear was like because they put food in his pants, so the bear's eating the food and out of it. And there's a
Oh
moment when the
my.
guy, the bear wrangler's like, "Oh no, I got to go in now, I got to go in now," because it was getting the bear was getting a bit too close.
Oh
There was
my
one scene
gosh.
where they put uh the guy's naked. I think it was Steve-O. They got him naked. Like I said, their dicks out all the time.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah.
his dick out. They got bees now. Yeah, everyone's in the bee suits. He's naked with his dick out, and then they put something on his dick so the bees all go to his dick, and his dick just basically is a, a construct of bees. As he's moving around, you can't see his willy anymore. It's just covered in
It's just like
bees,
hundreds of bees on it. Oh
and he's
my
getting
gosh.
stung. And he's got like he's getting stung here and there. They show that he's got stung on his balls, and it's just they got their
Mad.
dicks out so much. It's mad. The things that they do. This is enjoyable anyway. This film, I sat
Yeah.
there and I was like this. I was like, oh. I was sitting just like, and people around me were doing the same thing. It is just mad. Jackass
Mad.
Forever. it's fun. So if you get to watch it,
Ah, wicked.
watch it. It's fun. It's literally
Say
fun.
no
But
more.
it's stupid, but it's fun.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's what I
brilliant. Oh
got.
my god, we need a bit of stupid fun like that. Like
Yeah,
once in
yeah,
a while,
yeah,
watch that kind
yeah.
of stuff. That's brilliant. All right, okay, so go check that one out, folks. That's called Jackass Forever. If you do watch it, let us know what you think, and would you try any of that shit at home? All right, okay. The next big movie. This is Moonfall. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to watch this one. So Deval, he went out and watched this. And listen, all I know is that it's something to do with the moon. It's
Yep,
it's got the guy from Conjuring in it, and it's got Halle Berry.
yep, yep, yep,
That's all I know.
yep. Okay, so this is Moonfall. Hailey Berry, Patrick Wilson,
That's it.
John Bradley, who we saw in Game of Thrones, who
Yes,
is Sam, who's
Tali.
Sam Tarley, who's Jon Snow's best friend. They're the three main people. Hailey Berry and Patrick Wilson are sort of astronauts. They've had varying careers. Patrick Wilson's career has gone to pot. Hailey Berry's still up there in her career. John Bradley's character is like a crackpot, tinfoil hat, but he's clever.
Yeah.
And basically, Moonfall is a situation where there's some sort of artificial intelligence. I'll just get straight to the point. There's an artificial intelligence messing around with the moon.
Oh shit.
It's messing around with the moon and making the moon get closer to Earth. Because
Oh my
the way the
gosh.
moon works, I mean, billions of years ago, like the science states that the moon was actually part of the Earth at some point. The Earth got hit or bombarded with lots of meteorites and all sorts. Parts of the moon, parts of the Earth broke off, and over time coalesced into a ball. Obviously, because of gravity, everything gets pushed in. So that's why everything's always a ball in space, and it started to go around the Earth, and that's how we got the
Yeah.
moon. But the
Wow.
moon is kind of tidally locked. It's tidally locked to the Earth, which means that the distance from the Earth, according to, and also put into, if you also calculate the strength, the sort of strength of gravity of Earth as well, means that we're always seeing one side of the moon. It's
Mm.
sort of tidally locked. So that's the situation with the moon. That's why we always see one side, and we've got the dark side of the moon. But the moon, over the millions of years, will slowly go away from the Earth as it's moving around. It's slowly going away. So billions of years down the line, the moon will be gone. But in this
Wow.
situation, artificial intelligence is making the moon get closer,
Okay.
closer and closer. I mean, that's bad news. The moon is responsible for the tides of the Earth. The
Yes.
gravity
Yep.
slowly put tugs on the water and tides and all sorts of things. The moon is very important for Earth.
Yep.
But as it gets closer, gravity messes up. We're going to have earthquakes. We're going to have this. There's the thing called the Roach effect, where if the moon gets too close, or any body in space gets too close to the host planet, the gravitational pull would be so strong it will start to degrade the moon and break it apart, and then bits of the moon will start to fly towards the Earth, which is what happens in this. So they do get parts of the science right, and it also distorts gravity, because you've got
Right.
two gravitational sort of bodies so close to each other. There are parts of this film where people on Earth jumping like they're in space, like moon
Wow.
jumps on Earth. It's crazy. This film is directed by Ronald Emmerich. Ronald Emmerich likes to mash up the Earth. Yeah, wasn't he Independence Day? Wasn't he Day After
D-
Tomorrow? Wasn't he
Yeah,
2012?
2012. Yeah, he's done them all.
He likes to mash up the Earth. This guy doesn't
Disaster
like Earth.
movies.
Yeah, likes to mash shit up all the time. This film is no different. The Earth gets mashed up. Whatever they're
Is
trying to
it?
save, I don't know what they're trying to. Yeah, because like you get 100-meter waves, you get wind. The Earth gets the moon's going around the Earth so close. There's a part in this film, yeah, and it's not really a spoiler. There's a part of this film.
What?
There's a part of this film, yeah, where the moon gets so close it
Oh my
clips a
gosh.
mountain.
Wow. Oh my
The moon
gosh.
gets so close, and it's not Mount Everest. This is a mountain in America somewhere. So it
Oh my
clips a
gosh.
mountain. It's
That is
mad.
mad.
It's stupid. But it's
Because
one of
that's
those
that my
films.
question. My question to you was, because obviously you know about this sort of stuff. Like, how well how well does the science stack up? Is this something that is actually really plausible in the scheme of
All of it.
things?
No, there's parts of it, like with the sort of the way that the moon interacts with the Earth and all that kind of stuff. That does make sense. But
Yeah,
the moon getting that close where it clips the mountain, and we're
that would
still
never happen.
okay. No, yeah, just no. It's a madness. And then, like I said, the Earth gets destroyed. I don't know what there's left to celebrate. The Earth
Yeah,
gets mashed up. So, but yeah, it's a disaster movie. Haley Berry and the rest of them, they obviously
yeah.
have to go into space and try and stop it. I'm not going to spoil it as to what this artificial intelligence is, because I didn't expect it at all. I was like, what? Where did this come from? But it is what it is.
Ah,
But they obviously have to try and stop it and save the world and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's an interesting film in some aspects, but at the same
yeah,
time, it's the same sort of disaster movie that he always does,
yeah,
Ronald
yeah, yeah.
Emmerich, and
A
you get
different
what you
take on
get,
it, right?
So it's
Better
entertaining,
than
but it's not great. But it's worth a watch if you like that sort of thing. You're not going to
better than
be.
Independence Day.
No, Independence Day is special, in it. It's got those
Yeah.
moments and stuff, and Will Smith and whatever. So I wouldn't say it's better. It's different. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
It's
Okay.
okay.
Well, listen.
It's like a
Look,
six and a half for me, something like that. It's okay.
that's decent. Yeah, because some of the things that some of the kind of like articles that I've read about
Mm,
it is that it's it's what you said. It's just complete madness. It's like
mm,
absolutely bonkers that some of the stuff that goes on it goes in the movie and everything. So I was just thinking about the science, whether or not it stacks up or anything. So, if you love your big budget disaster movies, and that is a whole genre in and of itself,
mm,
and Roland Emmerich, it seems he's cornered that market. It's like every few years he always comes up with a movie, end of the world scenario type of a thing. Um, I read somewhere that he said um, that he's done with it now. He can't do anything like.
mm.
What other disaster can he come up with now? Maybe the sun. That could be
You'll
something.
think of something. Trust me. You'll think of something.
He will think of something. Hey, listen, look, we've got a few minutes left. I just want to briefly mention this
Yeah.
movie, Deval. So this is a hidden gem that I want to speak about, and it's a movie that I've kind of, I've had it in my kind of my hidden gem garden for a while, and what I did was this is so strange. I watched it a long, long time ago, and then I was like, oh, that movie. I got to speak about that movie. But you know what the thing is? When I went to started thinking about it, I was like, shit, I've forgotten everything about it. So I actually had to watch it again.
Again.
So this movie is called Archenemy, and it was released in 2020. I remember watching the trailer for it, and I was like, this looks interesting. It looks like gritty. It's urban. It's like a sci-fi superhero, anti-superhero type of a movie. And it stars Frank Manganiello. Hopefully I've got that right. He plays a character called Max Fist, who may or may not be an interdimensional space warrior who, during a battle with his arch enemy in this other universe, he gets transported to planet Earth. And on planet Earth, he has no powers. And he's actually just a street bum. He becomes a street bum. He becomes a drunk. He becomes an addict, a drug addict. So this isn't your typical Marvel movie. This is gritty. It's urban. There's violence. There's obviously bad language and everything. And as the audience, you're not sure whether or not what he's saying is the truth, whether he has schizophrenia, whether he has kind of other mental issues. But basically, Max Fist, he spends his days speaking to random people in bars. He's getting drunk and he's telling people his story about where he came from. He's from a he's from a city called Chromium. And,
Mm,
and on this planet, his arch enemy was basically the creator of weapons, and they were in this constant battle. And he falls into kind of some sort of special substance, and then this gives him superpowers. But on Earth, he doesn't have those powers, right? So and we see flashbacks. We see flashbacks, and all the flashbacks, they're done in animation style.
oh,
So
okay.
you
Like
know
Kill
what? It's
Bill.
Basically, yes. So it's kind of like this really 80s style kind of like, animation, and whenever he's having these kind of flashbacks and everything. So that's Max Fist. And then Max Fist, he meets this guy called Hamster, he's kind of like from the streets, and he's filming people, and he wants to kind of document Max's lifestyle. So they meet up, and Max starts telling Hamster his story, and Hamster's writing articles and posting articles about Max Fist online, and it goes viral. And really, we're not sure, Hamster isn't sure whether or not, there's something mentally wrong with Max. But slowly, there's clues throughout the movie where you think, oh, maybe it is true. Maybe he is an interdimensional warrior who's landed, I'm obviously not giving anything away over here, but it was really, really interesting. It's definitely not something that you're going to find on, you're on Netflix. I don't think it's that type of a movie. This is a hidden gem, right? Really, really hidden. And Frank Manganiello, I haven't seen him in much, but listen, here's what you may have seen him in. Do you remember the Spider-Man Tobey Maguire movies? He played Flash Thompson.
Yes, I remember. Yes, yeah. I remember that. And he was also in True Blood as well. He played a werewolf in True Blood. And
played a werewolf.
Deathstroke, or
he was Deathstroke for a little bit,
isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Batman. I mean,
he turned up as Deathstroke, and he was in Magic Mike, and he's done stuff.
Like beefy guy, isn't it? He's massive.
He's another beefy guy. So he plays the character really well, really gruff, really scruffy, and he's kind of disorientated. He's rambling and everything. And the movie has this kind of crazy ending, and this kind of its natural conclusion. And I came out of watching the movie, and I was like, actually, you know what? It's actually it's not your typical superhero movie. It's not your typical comic book movie. It's kind of gritty, it's urban, and man, it's a decent movie. Now, here's the thing. If you go online and you look at the IMDb score of it, it's going to be, listen, it's not going to be up there, right? But that's what makes these movies kind of hidden, and that's what makes them gems. You still got to go out and, decide for yourself. So definitely, it's called Archenemy, and it's a decent movie, and it's definitely a hidden gem. So go check it out if you can.
All right. I'll go check that one out.
Yeah, nice, man, it's decent. All right, so listen, look, that is it. That's all we've got time for on this week's episode. We really, really hope you enjoyed the show. And remember, keep it locked with the Flixters. We've got more coming over the next weeks and months. And obviously this year is going to be huge. So
massive.
Yeah, and if there's a movie out there that you want us to watch and want us to review, please do get in touch with us. Let us know. But Deval, I think that's it from me.
That's it for me as well. So yeah, nice one. So I guess till next time, peace out.
And welcome back to another episode of the Flixters, folks. This is episode 176. This is the 6th of February, 2022, our first episode of February. And so Deval, it's been a bit of a strange one. We haven't had...
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Just pop in the Flixters podcast.